Well, I'm here. I am here. I hope everyone's doing all right. Because I slept. Boy, did I ever sleep. I hope everybody else is doing just hunky dory today. So, man, that local car lot keeps messaging me. So annoying. Like at least once a month, they're like, "Hey, how's that car you bought from us?" And I'm like, "How about you leave me alone? It was just a car. Like I know that that's your whole thing, cars, but I bought it. Now you can leave me alone because I got what I needed from you." And they're just like, "Hey, you want to come in for the premium detailing or anything?" And I'm like, "No, I don't have money for that. I bought the car." So, strange as it be. Strange as it be. I hope everybody else is doing just fine. On my end, I'm doing modest. Modest to okay. Um, it's hot. It's incredibly hot. In fact, I believe today is the hottest day of the week. And then we get a little bit of a cool off. Not an
Ooh
enormous
la
cool off.
la.
Yeah, sure enough. Like the National Weather Service is like, "Hey, heat advisory." I'm like, "Oh, you don't say. A heat advisory. In this heat? I never would have imagined." Nearly breaking 100 today. My God, not pleasant. How you doing there, Cooler? Thank you so much for the subscription. Hello, Willie. 8 years and 6 months subs already. My worst nightmare is zombie Al or zombie AI. I can't tell if that's an AL or an AI. I think it's an AL. Maybe not. 103 months. That's an impressive stretch of time to be hanging out. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy yourself while you're here. It's good to know that I'm worth both your time and your money. Mm-hmm. Almost dropped a bunch of crumbs. All right. Like one of the dumbest things ever. I made hot coffee. At least it's cool enough to drink. Zombie animals attack Aarhus, Denmark. I don't know anything about that, Cooler. You're finally playing Dying Light the Beast? Yeah, I'm finally gonna get around to it. I sat here last night thinking to myself, what on earth am I gonna stream tomorrow? Because like I gotta prep the stream, I gotta say a bunch of stuff. Oh my word, Dave, you're over on the YouTube side. Hello. It's very good. I bought it. Thank you. Goodbye. I am not fine. I made a terrible mistake last night. I went to curry up. Now my favorite Indian food truck, but the guys there were new, and when I asked for spicy, they thought I meant ghost peppers, not normal spicy. I am suffering. Dave. Oh my God, Dave. Oh dear. Oh, hi, Ratchet. I don't have his food with me. Okay, hang on, chat. I gotta go retrieve the cat's food because he's gonna come around. He expects me to have his food right now. Hang on. All right. William in chat, what's your worst nightmare? Um, I'm gonna...
Ooh
Oh,
la
my
la.
word. There's nobody here. There's no reason to be running a hype train on me. I think a reasonable, awful nightmare for me is, God, you know, it would probably be basically the story of Assassin's Creed 2, where it's like you're living a posh and pretty good life, and then all of a sudden your entire family is killed because it turns out that your father was part of a secret society, and another secret society decides to kill him and everybody, and you just narrowly escape, and you have to rebuild your entire life. That's a probably that's a worse nightmare to me because that is real. Like there's nothing fantastic there like that could happen. Okay? Specifically the part where your entire family is murdered for and you narrowly escape. That is a worse nightmare type scenario, right? Because that could actually happen. Zombies? Not real. That doesn't happen, you know? That's fantastical. Although a close second would probably be getting ghost pepper hot curry. And then learning how your sphincter handles it. William, don't tempt me with another train. Hello, Zouchin. Thank you very much for the subscription. 75 months. That's a long time. All of chat is just like right behind the camera right now, and it is infuriating. Thank you very much for the cheer there, Doomsday. 115 biddies. So I was sitting here yesterday thinking to myself, what on earth do I play? And something that did very much so... Oh my word. Cooler, thank you so much for gifting all of those subs to the channel.
Ooh la la.
Enjoy your subscriptions there.
Ooh la la.
Area, Beef Zerker, Shady, Soup, and Majik.
Ooh la la.
And another 100 bits
Ooh la la.
by Doomsday. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, Doomsday. The guy at the truck even apologized. Yeah, we may have put too much in. Oh, God. Oh, God. The problem with ghost peppers is they're slow burn. So I ate a third of the curry burrito before I realized the magnitude of the problem. Okay. So does this mean you only ate a third of the burrito in total? And you just stopped and you're like, what do you do with the other 2/3? I paid for it. I would feel compelled to eat the rest of it or hold on to it or whatever. And tell myself that I'm going to eat the rest of it and then like let it spoil and eventually toss it out. I'm just like that, you know? My word. You guys are active and busy today. I concluded it was inedible. You see, that's the responsible thing to do. That is the totally responsible thing to do. And there's a really good chance I would have done the same, but I don't know if I wasn't in the middle of it. My word, Cooler, how many subs are you going to give today?
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
Enjoy your subs, Lynn, Lycan,
Ooh la
Sorelia,
la.
Immutable Brew, and Paul. And
Ooh la la.
and enjoy the subscription, Joey. Thank you so much for gifting that sub, Doomsday. Golly. You guys are just dumping all the subs in today. What is going on? Your wife and daughter also tried it. They said they agreed inedible. That makes sense. It makes sense to dispose of it at that point. My word, we are on a level 4 hype train. And like purely driven by Cooler and Doomsday at this point. Purely driven by Cooler is the one driving the party bus, and Doomsday's just like in shotgun, you know? Riding shotgun, so. We do the hype train because it brings us pleasure. You have to say it like that specifically. Pleasure.
Ooh la la.
Oh my god. All right, you know what? You know what?
Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
I could swear that I had like a big victory song somewhere that I could play, but I don't know what it is. I got nothing. Oh, is that what's going on, Doomsday? You're putting cash in my pants? Is that what's going into my my little pouch up front? My cod piece is made out of coinage because that's where everybody stuffs all the tips. McSherp, Harold, Jesmore, Scully Game, and Later Storm. Enjoy your subscriptions. My God, talk about going crazy. I'm making sure we hit level 5 hype train today. Well, you've definitely done it. Thank you so very, very much. This'll do well enough, I suppose. Fantastic musical rendition to go along with the hype train. I don't know how much longer the hype train has. 3 minutes. This song is 4 minutes. We have enough time because it's not going to go any further. It's not getting extended. There's been so many gift subs already. It's done, okay?
Ooh la la.
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon.
Ooh la la.
Thank you very much, Helio, for gifting subs to the channel.
Ooh la la.
Wicked Lady, Arrow, Pretty Ghost Boy, Doom,
Ooh la la.
Doom Doxy, Gemster. Dave gifted another 10
Ooh la
subs.
la.
Oh my god. Just like sending support from the toilet
Ooh
or
la
something there.
la.
You and your ghost pepper challenges.
Ooh la
Bono.
la.
Dinty. Ho. Dead Stewie. Wenry.
Ooh la
Sir
la.
Techno Ghost. Cool Soap. Morbits. Cirrus Coulter.
Ooh la la.
Killamakiki. And Mozomo.
Ooh la la.
Momozakiai? My word, jeez. Don't tempt me.
Ooh la la.
I challenge chat to go for a level 7 hype train. What are we even on right now? Oh, we're
Ooh
actually
la la.
we're trying to achieve. We're either at 6 and trying to achieve 7, or we're at 7 trying to achieve 8. I don't know. I don't know how to count these things.
Ooh la la.
Hype. This isn't the worst pain ever.
Ooh la la.
My wife just shouted, "It's like giving birth, but way easier and less painful."
Ooh la la.
Wait. Is your wife one of those people who they go through it? She
Ooh
goes
la
through
la.
childbirth once, and she's like, "I'm never having another kid again," or like I don't know. I don't. Because all through my youth, I remember there being some women who would specifically look at their kids and be like, yeah, you're the only one after that experience. Never another. There were also some really not great, moms who, constantly told their kid that they caught. It was like, you know, I went through so much trouble to birth you into this world. Just like a real contemptuous attitude of just like, childbirth of you was just the most painful thing in my life, and I'm going to remind you of every minute of every day that you are alive now because it's so fresh in my mind. I remember seeing a bunch of that in the 90s. So much of it, and I was like, my mom didn't do that, right? She didn't do anything like that. Flawless my mom is not, but she didn't do that. And she would harp on about some of the women who would do that. She'd be like, that's such an awful thing to say to your kids, So she didn't once, and then said, no, we are not doing that again. She's allergic to standard painkiller meds, so her only option is epidural. Whew. I have to rewind the music because you guys have started so much freaking hype. I had a friend that said one and done, never again. Helio is on a watch streak. 5 streams. Well, look at you streaking on by. 5 streams, slowly building again. Don't worry, I'll throw in a really random one at 3 o'clock in the morning at some point so that you can lose your streak. I gotta keep you guys on your toes. If you think that you can just keep your streaks going because I'm regular and predictable, then, I'm not doing my job. I gotta be unpredictable. Like, regular and predictable is great, but there needs to be some extra unpredictability thrown in there. I don't know if we can do level 8. Seems maybe impossible. Dave, I'm beating you by 5 gifted subs. I am not regular right now. Don't worry. The burning will subside in a week. Hey, it ended just as the hype train concluded. Some pretty fresh toast. All right. Well, you guys have been lovely and have very much so contributed to the support and everything. Man, have you ever done a mistell or a missend a message to someone? Copy that. So I had that happen to me the other day, okay? Wow. What? Like every once in a while I collect up, links, etc. on, I'll browse products whenever I'm, sitting at work because I don't have anything immediately available to me, to do. I'll be like at work, there won't be a whole lot going on because, like it's stop and go, it's a hurry up and wait type of thing that I do. Some days I don't have times to pick up my phone. Other days, so slow, you know, I run my battery out like within the first hour of work or whatever. Will accidentally sent boner alert to his family group chat. Real embarrassing. Oh my god. Yes, I did. The shame afterwards. The don't didn't have those feelings shame because I don't text people because I want to be left alone. Well, everyone is different. But I did one of those like accidentally yesterday. Man, the way that it works is that like I have an old like chat group on Discord. It's not even a server, it's just a chat group where everybody's left except for me. And it's like, "Oh, I'm the only one left in here." And I didn't realize that I was the only one left for a long time. But I'm scrolling through my DMs and everything, and I'm like, what on earth is back here? I haven't looked in so long. Like, let's take a look at the trail that I've left behind. And I find this old chat group, and I'm like, oh, everybody's left. And I realized I control this little chat group because I'm the only one left. I can rename it, and I can just basically use this as a place to like dump links whenever I'm on mobile and I want to like open it up or do something with it on the computer, because why would I email that stuff to myself? It'll get lost so easy in email. So I use this old chat channel and I just fill it with links. And the other day I was dumping links to stuff. I had this link and I was like, okay, I like this. I think it's really cool. I'm going to save this. And I swap over to Discord and I just paste it in and I hit send. And then I realize I've sent it to somebody who really should not be receiving that product. And I had to delete it as fast as I could. Ups. Yep. Ups is right. Ups is definitely a way to describe the experience. There we go. I do own a Discord channel / server. Last time I sent a message in the server was 2023. Golly, that's a long time. It usually works lamenting when they are not on the phone and saw the message. Well, in my case, I was lucky and like because I did it through Discord, I was able to delete it. If I sent it as a text message, jeebus. Oh. I swear, sometimes it takes hours for them to see, and other times it's like bam. That's a mood. I have a private Discord for just like self comms, bot alerts to my phone, etc. It's pretty useful. Discord is a surprising like it's so ubiquitous at this point. Started out as a very gamer centric thing, and then not. In fact, I think I kicked you off of it, Will. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I prefer to be part of fewer. I don't like being part of a whole bunch of servers, you know? All right. Yeah, I did. I made it private about 2 years ago, but it was a precursor to our CBH server. That doesn't surprise me at all. Not in the slightest. All right, chat. You guys have we've done the pre-roll here. We've run a hype train. And by we, I mean you. You've run a hype train on me. Congratulations. I think it's time that we actually get into the game. We find out what this zombie infestation experience is. It's good to know that I'm not the only one using Discord as a note-taking app effectively. All right, so previously on Dying Light. Now I remember the story pretty well for Dying Light 1 and its DLC because I've played it through multiple times over. The first Dying Light is one of my favorite games ever. Is in equal parts because I find the running and the jumping to be highly impact. You can feel the impact of it, and it's highly rewarding, satisfying. But the other part of it is that there's this animation where your hand goes out and grabs stuff whenever you're looting, and that's a really satisfying like animation. So I don't think I really need to watch this, but we're gonna watch it anyway, just to be certain that we're on the same page. I don't know if they've retconned anything, so let's find out.
My name is Kyle Crane, and I survived the apocalypse. When the virus hit, I was a mercenary for hire, selling my skills to the highest bidder. An organization called the GRE dropped me into the quarantine city of Haran to recover a top-secret file from a rogue agent. Right after landing, I was attacked by a pack of infected, but a group of survivors saved me. The one who pulled me out was Jade. If it wasn't for her, and the others at the tower, I'd be just another undead freak wandering the streets. And then there was Spike. He was like a brother to me. Turned out Haran wasn't what the media was selling us. The GRE had dropped me into the middle of a nightmare. The virus had ripped through the city, turning people into monsters. But the biggest monster of all was Rice, a warlord who ruled the city with an iron fucking fist. He was the one who stole that secret file. Turns out the GRE weren't the humanitarian agency they pretended to be. They didn't want a cure. They wanted a weapon. I managed to stop them, but in the process, I lost everyone I cared about. And then, I escaped Haran and hid out in the countryside, where a strange cult had taken control. The Children of the Sun followed a religious leader they called the Mother. She did something to me. She changed me. Clinging to my last shred of humanity, I was hunted by the GRE for months, for years. Finally, they caught me, locked me in a cage like an animal. And then, the real horror began.
Okay, yeah, so they basically ran the entire, the story of the entire first game and its DLC at you. Chat, do not let a single hot squad escape. I mean, if they were all redeemed right now, I would try to do them, was it not for the fact that I just finished my breakfast and I'm full of coffee. Whew. Cooler, your S word quite clearly is squat, because there appears to be a fascination with squat. So now you're Mr. X from Resident Evil. X gonna give it to? Very possible. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this game rolling, yeah? New game. Survival, standard, online game, single player, hard GPS on. Okay, let's do it. Let's find out what we have coming to us. I'm certain this is gonna start with like some sort of like horrific, he gets experimented on story. That or they throw you straight into the deep end. You've got you're running right away, and then they drip feed you the story slowly about what happened to him. I seriously doubt that they have the... Techland is not great.
Kyle Crane.
Oh.
And I'm dying. How the hell did I get here? In 2014, a virus was devastating the city of Haran in Turkey, turning people into undead monsters. Wanting to help, I joined an organization called the GRE that claimed they could stop the spread and save the world. They lied. 99% of the global population was wiped out. Those left fought to survive every day, but infected known as volatiles owned the night. They were fast, relentless, and damn near impossible to kill. Miraculously, some of us discovered we had a form of immunity to the virus, but our fate was worse than the infected. We were hunted, captured, and subjected to brutal experiments. I've survived 13 years of this torture. But I can't take any more. I'm at peace with dying. But I swear, if I had the chance to do just one thing, I would kill the bastard who's behind all this.
Vitals stable. Synaptic test on.
Hurry! Help me, quick! Get him up! Damn, I can't get these cuffs open! Hold on! Okay, got it! On the ground, now! You too! Drink him!
Yes? You want him out? It will be dangerous. If he finds out... Yes, I'm in.
Almost there. Extraction complete. Stem cells ready. Proceed with Subject Alpha. Status report, now. Extraction complete, sir. We're just about to administer the serum to Subject Alpha. I'll do that myself.
Oh, fancy shoes. That's how you know he's like the lead researcher or something.
You're all gonna die.
He's delirious. He's running a super. It's remarkable. His body keeps trying to fight it. Rise and shine, Crane. How are you feeling? Not quite like yourself? Not surprising after what we've put you through. Though I must say, you've proven quite resilient. Too resilient. Stubborn. Rebellious. Which is why I'm writing you off. I found a new test subject, someone very promising. So I won't be needing you anymore. He's already more compliant and obedient than you ever were.
I'm gonna kill you.
After all these years, you still have some fight in you. It would be admirable if it wasn't so pathetic. Let's see what a double dose does to him. It could be lethal. If it kills him, so be it. A noble sacrifice for the greater good.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Not in this lifetime. Initiate the procedure. Notify me of any developments. Understood, sir. Ready for subject beta. Now, inject the serum. Damn it! He's waking up! Hold him still! Inject him! Quickly!
Well, that went wrong very quickly.
Wake up. Wake up, damn it.
What the hell?
Chris, do you hear me? You need to grab the radio. The radio.
I've got the radio. Who is this?
My name's Olivia. I'm going to get you out of there. But you need to go. Now, while they're still distracted by that monster that broke free.
Who are you?
Don't worry about that. Just get moving. Go.
Lovely. Okay.
The doors behind you are blocked, but I found another way.
I'm listening.
There's a ventilation duct on the other side of the room, behind the bed.
Well, they're certain. They didn't start with you running. That's for certain.
The vent will take you to the next room, and from there to the hallway.
Good to know fantastical ventilation shafts still exist in this world as well. He can't stand up, but he can rip the... he can rip... He can rip the vent cover off, but he doesn't have the strength to stand up. I love it. I love it. I mean, you know what you're getting into when they do that right off the bat. It's just like, yeah, he doesn't have the strength to stand, but he can totally rip the vent cover off. Oof. Good nasty. He's been skipping leg day. Not looking too great.
Where am I?
The recovery room. The doors. They should be open.
What the hell happened here?
One of the Baron's experiments. A subject got loose and went on a rampage. Just keep moving forward. The room on the left. Go inside. It's a storage room. On the shelf, you'll see some adrenaline. Inject yourself.
Heart's pounding like a motherfucker. What now?
Now, you need to get back to the main corridor.
The doors aren't opening.
Hold on. Try them now.
Okie dokie. Come on. Come on, attack me. Alright, so combat stamina's back. Ah, come on. Just open it.
The door on the left. Try squeezing through. Do you see the vent near the floor?
Yes, I do. But how do you see it?
The camera in the corner. Keep moving. Use the ventilation system.
C to crouch. Oh, no. C to crouch is not acceptable. Where's the keyboard? Where are the mouse bindings? Key bindings. Here we go. Crouch belongs on control. I will fight people on this till the end of time. Wait a minute. Did that not? Crouch is. Okay, cool. Save them. There we go. Lovely. Ooh, it's dark. I can hardly see any. Right. I have a flashlight. Almost forgot this important detail. Now this is more like it. This was what I'm used to in these,
Now where am I?
The main operating theater. The way out is on the other side. Try to avoid the infected. You're still weak.
Okay. So my goal here is to just stealth. So a game all about running, jumping, and killing zombies. They're gonna open up with, hey, just be quiet and stealthy. Easy peasy.
All right, now things are going to get tricky.
Tricky how?
You're going to have to go through the storage hold.
The what?
It's where they keep the infected they use for research.
There's no other way around.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. So this is storage. Cell block A. Oh, okay.
It's locked.
Hold on. I can't open it. Use the doors behind you. We'll go through section B. But be careful.
Why? What am I walking into?
Imagine a morgue where everything moves and wants to kill you.
Fuck, great. You use the cameras to see me, right?
Yes,
Was anyone else watching?
maybe.
Then I guess I better hurry.
You're going to have to fight your way through.
I guess this will have to do.
Hey, starter weapon. I remember doing this. I was getting them out of fucking... I was getting these out of dumpsters back in the first game.
The door straight ahead.
Lovely.
Take the lift up. There's an evacuation tunnel up there.
This is fine. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with this type of a disaster happening inside of a zombie research facility after the apocalypse.
Not opening.
I'm working on it. Damn it. Someone must have locked it. Wait. Let me try the emergency override. All right. The elevator is coming. But the other doors are opening too.
Oh, lovely. Okay. So the zombies are getting out of their cells.
Alright. Come on. Come on!
Whoa! Jeebus!
What the?
Unbelievable.
What just happened to me?
The Baron reshaped you into something new. The elevator. Get in. Quick.
I have really tiny feet and those are really big buttons and really tiny feet. Oh, okay.
What the hell is this place?
It's a research facility where the Baron conducts his experiments.
And I was one of the test subjects.
You were the main test subject.
What's going on?
Someone doesn't want you to get away. Time for me to go. I'm sorry. You're on your own now. You need to get out any way you can.
Shit!
Well, emergency access panel time. I mean, I never remember the elevators ever working in the first game. Well, they did. They worked in the tower, but that was the only elevator that ever worked. Is this a cable elevator, or is it an oil pump elevator? Oh, this is a cable elevator. You can see the counterweights. Okay. Alright, so now they're gonna teach me how to climb. Oh, okay, they want me to. So. There's not enough yellow paint. Why is the lady on the comm British? Hello?
Lockdown protocols have been initiated.
Oh, shit.
Move like. Dying Light the Beast. Restored land. I guess this is like a major update that they've made to the game. Because like this game is 10 months old now. Yeah, it came out in September last year. So I'm getting to it kind of late. You drink one Red Bull one time. Tiny feet, hello, princess feet. Oh no. Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Finally. Fuck. Hey, are you there? Do you copy?
Did you make it?
I'm outside, if that's what you mean.
Tell me what you see.
Trees, a trail, mountains. Where the hell am I?
Castor Woods, a small town in the Western Alps.
Are you shitting me, Europe?
I'll explain everything. But right now, you need to get to safety. The infected are everywhere.
So where do I go?
Downhill. Follow the trail. When you reach the edge of the forest, you'll see an old monastery. I'll meet you there.
Wait, who are you? Why are you helping me? Hello? Hello? Great.
Did you choose restored lands mode? No, I didn't. It was an option on the front menu. I just did new game, so. New story quest, Safety Haven. So do I have running stamina in this game? Looks like I don't. Not great. Okay, then. I'm just drinking it in right now, honestly. I'm enjoying it. Did you look at what entails? I don't know what you're talking about there. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Friendly travelers, beware of, as one of the many fascinating inhabitants of Arcaster Woods Nature Preserve waterways. These shy nocturnal creatures play a crucial role in shaping the local landscape and supporting biodiversity. While their presence is important to ecosystem health, the beavers are rarely seen because of their nature and preference for dusk and nighttime activity. These friendly animals once thrived near Buvar waterfalls, building their dams along its banks. Their presence enriched the local wildlife, creating habitats for many other species. However, a series of landslides and falling rocks forced the beavers to leave this area in search of safer place for home. Majestic Buvar waterfalls rest under comforting mists of de Buvar waterfall, named after local intellectual philosopher Camille Buvar. Born in Castor Woods in 1906, she lived her life answering the hardest questions about life and its meaning. Having graduated in 1931 in the Academy of Villador, she came. That's the city that you adventure through in the second game. She came back to her family grounds. She is one of the most known intellectuals of our country until to this day. Camille Buvar, through all of her life, supported the local natural habitat and Castor Woods Natural Reserve. In 1949, she donated part of her profits to support local wildlife. Okay. Get a little bit of, like, lore and backstory. Someone took the time to actually write that. I like reading the stuff whenever it's not necessary. I just want to get it out. The radio they give you is insane. It's insane. In real life, it would explode. God. Why would you lock up such a beautiful place? Old world money. Yay! Decoy, some batteries. He doesn't have anything on him. Well, this place is held together surprisingly well. Hold 1 to equip the decoy. Use decoys to make noise and attract... Oh, so this is firecrackers. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's Survivor Sense. Wait, I somehow missed it. Controls. Key bindings. Okay, forward, backward, left, right, toggle, crouch, jump, walk, toggle, sprint, grappling hook for expert. Oh, middle click for the accessory. Okay, I assume that's what. You guys have fun over there. Oh, shit. Well, I didn't want to do that, but, you know, so be it. My pipe is almost completely busted. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Jesus.
I need to find another way in.
Oh, for God's sake. Shimmy shammy. This is some motherfucking impressive grip strength. Like, I get it. The fact that they've removed your stamina and whatnot. So. It's amazing what
Hey,
one adrenaline.
do you
shot
copy?
can do.
Hello?
Have you reached the monastery?
I'm here.
Okay, good. I'm on my way. In the meantime, try to get the generator up and running.
Generator?
We need to get the power on and secure the building.
Let's see. You guys have talked a lot since I started the game. In this mode, zombies and loot do not respawn, and the world is meant to be progressively cleared and reclaimed as the player advances. It's kind of cool, actually. Oh, so that's what rebuild or whatever reclaim version means. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of Dying Light, but this is a less awkward Resident Evil vibe, and I kind of like that. Okay, so I'm kind of curious. Why are you not a fan of Dying Light? Also has limited supplies, meaning any container you nab is permanently looted. Flashlights will run out of battery. You have to eat and drink. Not sure about sleeping. And I believe you also have one life with no outside player help. Wowee. This is the powerful physics that more than 10 years of best lab testing subject grants you. Well... Like, I still absolutely love the city of Haran in the first, Dying Light. That's a bit of a... Oh, it's... You're gonna feel that one, man. It's in the knees. Man, this place is nice. Safe zones protect you from the infected. They contain a bed, a stash, and a workbench. I can't help but notice that these guys seem a little bit more fresh, and they're also medical workers, or were.
Generator. Okay. One step at a time.
Oh, okay. My weapon just straight up broke. Hello. Some. Fuck you. Got a framing hammer. Gonna get blood on these antique. Whoops! I destroyed the art. Whoopsie! I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. 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 Ooh! Oh, somebody tried to hide in there and it did not work. I'm a glutton for looking around before I actually hit the button. God damn, man. That's probably where I have to go whenever I'm finished turning the power on. Just stay. Jesus. Weak-ass weapon? I believe Will is up to the challenge, Cortex. He's such a cautious completionist anyways. I really am, though, aren't I? Fuck you. Nice. Dried food. No smoking. Okay, well. No. My God, what's up with all the religious stuff in here? What was it, an abbey? Alright, we'll actually turn the power on like they wanted me to. I'm feeling satisfied. This is like the #1 thing you should never do, put a generator inside the house. it's fascinating to see like a world that is imagined from like 2015 or so, where just solar isn't really massively installed anywhere. Like that's an element of the past decade plus, the concept of solar. Like it just it wasn't installed everywhere. Like we are rapidly in the process of putting solar everywhere, and energy is ceasing to be a profitable industry because the sun produces so much of it, you know? And it's like, what? We can't make money if you just collect it out of thin air, you know? So, like, energy networks as a profitable business they're faced with a bit of a problem these days, so...
Crane here. Do you copy?
Is the site secure?
Yeah.
I'm almost there. I'll meet you at the top of the tower.
He looks surprisingly clean.
Crane? Wait, just wait.
Who the hell are
Olivia,
you?
I'm the one who's been talking
What
to
do
you.
you want from me?
I want to help you.
What do you want from me?
I want you to help me get away from this place.
Were you a prisoner too?
More like slave labor. But I wasn't there as long as you. I can't imagine what you've been through. At least now you're free.
No, not yet. Not until that fucker pays for what he did to me. All the years he took from me, all the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
But you're in no condition to go after him. And even if you could, you can't take him on alone. The Baron controls the entire valley. He has an army.
And I'll kill every fucking one of them if I have to.
All right then. I'll help you get your revenge. And you get me out of this place. But first, you need to get your health back. And I can help you with that. You need meds to rebuild your stamina. Then you'll need equipment, supplies, and allies.
Well, I'm sure that asshole's made plenty of enemies. Let's find him.
Not until you get your strength back. And for that, we need to find GSB.
What's that?
It's a biocatalyst that improves performance. We created it in the lab.
You want me to go back into that lab?
Of course not. We can harvest it from the monsters the Baron created. He was testing some in the wild, including one right near here. Speak of the devil. That Kyle should be a chimera.
But how do we get to... What did you call it?
GSB. Think of it as an energy booster.
And how do we get this booster out of it?
You're going to kill it. Once you do, I'll extract it using a special device that filters it from the blood.
And this is gonna make me stronger?
Boosters circulate in their blood and make them stronger. They should do the same for you.
Should? All right, but one step at a time. First, we'll take it down and then... we'll see.
Right. Here. This might come in handy.
Oh wow! I think he used to be Okay, so they don't even tell you to go find it. You just have to fucking deal with it. Okay. Hello, hello, Nega. You can power slide? Seemingly so. Welcome to the stream. I hope that you enjoy yourself here. Oh my god. Okay, so this is one of those programs where if I have to click multiple times outside of the window. Loved your Fallout videos. I've seen them at least a dozen times. Well, I'm super happy that you enjoyed them. Will sitting down with his doctor. who is totally not a zombie. So I have this problem where sometimes I reach for things with my hands and instead lash out with all of my tiny with my tiny feet at it. Oh my god. Their face filters are not for zombie virus. It's for carbon monoxide poisoning. I don't know. You just parkoured up the side of an abbey, Olivia. I think maybe 2% of the human population can do that. And you want to talk about getting his strength back? Okay. Ow! Jeebus. He just got me. He got me fucking twice. Ow! God damn it. I tried to dodge too late. Ah, shit. Of course there would be a complication, like extra zombies showing up. Surprised that I managed to avoid that. Come on, pal. Any minute now. Jesus. Whew. Dealt with your first chimera.
Olivia, I took it down.
Jesus, that ass. Those tight ass jeans.
Now I need to extract the GSP.
What's happening?
Kyle! Look at me! Kyle! Kyle! Come on. Kyle, it's okay. You're safe now.
Oh shit. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm sorry.
You've been out for days. I thought I'd lost you.
What the hell happened?
That last fight spiked your adrenaline. When it dropped, so did your heart rate. So I had to inject you with GSP.
You what?
You would have died otherwise.
So you just decided
To
to...
save your life. Yes.
Fine. I do feel better.
It boosted your immune system and sped up healing. Every Chimera has a different GSP, so each one will boost you in a different way.
What do you mean each Chimera has a different form of GSB?
Each variant of GSP alters the Chimera's genetic structure in a unique way.
So I need to hunt down more of them.
Yes. Each variant will affect you differently, making you stronger, faster, and more resilient. But GSB hasn't been used on someone like you. So we don't know what the long-term side effects might be.
Well, if it makes me strong enough to take on the Baron, that's all that matters. For now, let's just focus on finding allies.
Are you feeling well enough for that?
I'm gonna have to be.
Okay, well, when you're feeling up to it, come talk to me. I put out some clean clothes for you. We have a lot to do.
Skill menu, okay. Okay, killing chimeras allows Kyle to inject himself with their DNA and unleash the new beast powers. Killing the Reapers granted you 1 beast point. Killing the Reaper granted you a beast point. Hover over the charged smash skill and hold it. To perform a powerful smash attack that pushes enemies away. Okay. Killing chimeras increases the efficiency of the beast mode. At some point, Kyle will be able to control it. Okay. All right. Ah, okay. So this is the stash. We have outfits that we can get. Okay. Go to my inventory. Okay, so I can... Bit of a lame outfit, but okay. Can I repair this? No scrap. Oh, jeez. I gotta go out and start just scrapping everything. It's in cursive. I can't read cursive. I was taught cursive, but I've lost it. I remember having a bit of a crisis, a miniature crisis of my own whenever I was younger. It had been years since I last, Ooh, the hunting bow. Nice. Rags. Alcohol. Sweet. Can I only... I can see why there's a reduce motion sickness setting in this game. I'm guessing that I am unable to craft... Oh, wait, it looks like I can craft. Okay. I thought that they were going to make me use benches or something.
I gathered some supplies. Take a look. You might find something useful.
Yeah, grab them all already. Okay. Ah. Ooh, okay, so I do actually use this. The workbench allows you to craft, upgrade, or upgrade your weapons. Okay, so I do have to use the bench. Upgrading item improves their efficiency Upgrading bandages restores more life and quicker to apply. Okay. Hover over the bandage and hold C to upgrade it. Okay. Upgrading and crafting require materials you can find by looting enemies and exploring dark zones. Ah, yes, dark zones. The lovely experience of dark zones.
Good. You're getting the hang of it. You need to scavenge and loot anything you can. That's how you'll survive. You can then take what you find and craft it into weapons or tools that might just save your life.
All right, that's cool.
I'm ready.
What is GSB exactly?
This GSB, what exactly is it?
A synthetic biocatalyst developed in the Baron's labs. It's an artificially engineered molecule with enzymatic properties, designed to enhance the organism's DNA.
It enhances DNA? Sounds like some kind of mutation.
It doesn't permanently change your genetic code. GSB simply amplifies your body's natural processes. Think of it like a booster. It ramps up strength, reflexes, regeneration. In chimeras, GSB enhances their more monstrous traits. In you, it'll do something else. It'll enhance you, amplify you, turbocharge you.
If those boosters were made for those monsters, why would they work for me?
Because you and the chimeras share a similar biology. A muscular system, a nervous system, a circulatory system. And each variant is designed to enhance a specific trait. Speed, strength, reflexes, regeneration. GSBs simply amplify your natural abilities. Alone, each one is powerful. But together, they can unlock your full potential.
Are you sure it's okay to inject myself with this?
It doesn't contain our DNA, if that's what you're worried about. It's just a biochemical delivery agent. It facilitated a modification in their systems, but it's not inherently linked to their biology. It's like ripping a power core out of the chimera and wiring it straight into your system. They used it. Now you will too.
So I should hunt down more chimeras, harvest this GSB from their blood, and inject it into myself? How many are we talking about?
Each chimera carries a different kind of GSB, a different enhancement. So, if you hope to stand a chance against the Baron and his army, you probably want all of them.
When I fought that chimera, something came over me. It turned into something I don't know.
That was your body reacting to a life-threatening situation. A survival response. High levels of cortisol triggered a transformation at the cellular level. In that state, you're nearly unstoppable. I saw that before in the lab. But it's a temporary condition.
I lose who I am when it happens. All I want to do is kill. But afterwards, I'm totally drained.
You burn a lot of energy in that state. But over time, the GSB will help with that.
So this is what I am now? Half human, half monster?
I'm sorry, Kyle. I don't know if there's a way back. And if you want to take on the Baron, this is what you need to do.
How many different chimeras are there?
I'm not exactly certain. This one was the first the Baron created. Others will likely be more dangerous. It won't be easy.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
His name is Marius Fisher. He's a narcissistic sociopath, but also kind of a genius. Before the outbreak, his family owned a biotechnology company. A big one. And he's using it to turn the virus into something even more dangerous.
Why?
Power. Whoever controls the virus controls the future. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Just know you're not the only one. He's kidnapped hundreds.
So where can I find him?
At his family estate. Basically a fortress, protected by a private army.
Now, I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. I'm gonna find him, and I'm gonna fucking kill him.
We have to be smart about this. Take it step by step. While I try and locate other chimeras, you need to gather allies.
How the hell do I do that?
There's a small town not far from here. There might be some survivors there. Also, I noticed some smoke. Could be a campfire. Probably worth a look. I'll mark it on your map. Take this device. Use it only when you encounter a new chimera. Extracting a booster from the same variant is a waste of time.
How many chimeras will I need to kill?
Every new strain will make you stronger and enhance your abilities. But it's up to you. Stop when you feel strong enough.
Okay.
It extracts 2 samples. A clean booster injection for you, and a blood sample for me. By studying those strains, I hope to discover what makes each variant unique, and what the Baron is trying to achieve.
Okay. Oh, level up again already. Cool. Active landing agility skill. Reduce fall damage and keep your momentum. Stealth expert. You move like a shadow. While in stealth, enemies will need time to notice you. Drop kick. Oh, yep. Drop kick. Drop kick. No questions. Drop kick. Spent hours just drop kicking zombies in Haran. It was so good. Life after life. Okay, so I think that I have officially hit the moment where they allow you to do co-op. Can I go out any other way, or is that the only exit? That's locked up tight. That seems to be locked as well. Okay. You can talk to her more? Well, why not?
Olivia, can I ask you something?
Sure.
How did you end up working for the Baron?
I was brought here when I was a child. Put to work in the lab.
Brought from where?
Why do you care?
Look, I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand how...
There's nothing to understand. He and his people trained me. Forced me to help them do... terrible things. Things I'd rather not think about. Can I get back to work now?
Why'd you finally decide to escape?
Dr. Fisher saw you and all his other research projects as less than human. And he wanted me to see you the same way. I couldn't stand it anymore. I couldn't be part of that.
But you were part of it. For a very long time. What changed?
What do you mean? What are you saying?
What pushed you over the edge?
Why are you interrogating me?
I'm not. Jesus. Why are you being so defensive?
Are you asking if I used you to escape?
I'm just asking...
An opportunity presented itself, and I took it. I couldn't be part of what Fisher was doing. Not anymore. Yes, I needed you. But you needed me, too.
Were you here when the pandemic hit?
Why? What does that matter?
I'm trying to figure out who you are.
I told you who I am.
No, actually, you haven't.
I was just a kid when it hit. And I lost my brother. Lost my mother. Lost... I'm sorry, I just can't. Crane, sometimes I wonder how you ended up in the Baron's hands.
Most of it's a blur, but I can tell you what I remember. The way the virus took hold of me, it didn't happen gradually. I left the quarantine zone and something inside me snapped. Whatever immunity I had was gone and the virus invaded every cell in my body. At least that's what it felt like. Like I was losing who I was, losing my humanity. I fought. I didn't give in. But it wasn't just a physical fight. It was a fight for my fucking soul. Like I was possessed by something that wasn't human. I had to battle every instinct to not surrender myself to that monster within. 2 scientists found me, said they wanted to help me. And they walked straight into the heart of hell to do it. The infected came at us in waves. They had no weapons, they were defenseless. I couldn't just leave them. I fought back as hard as I could. There were so many of them, too many, and I was exhausted and failing, my heart pounding like a hammer, my vision blurring. But it didn't stop. I kept on fighting, and in the end, I saved them. I sank to my knees, barely conscious, and that's when they showed up. The soldiers. They weren't there for the scientists, they were there for me. It was a setup. The attack, the chaos. Those scientists were bait. And I took the bait. Then they took me. They wanted to wear me down, break me, push me to the edge. They didn't catch a monster. They caught someone who was still fighting. And that's why they wanted me. I guess I better get going.
Be careful out there.
Well, that was a truncated way to, like, close out that story. Ooh. Oh, fast travel. Okay. I have a map. I do have a map. Ooh, look at that. That's a big map. It's a big map. I like it. All right. Chat. I am going to go ahead and just I'm gonna treat myself today. I'm gonna go downstairs and actually get some real cream in my for my coffee. I will be right back. Don't worry, I will be right back. All right, I have returned. How's everybody doing right now? Oh, wow, she has a Framework laptop? She does? I didn't notice. How we doing, chat? How we doing? I know that it's, God, I'm like 2 hours into the stream, and at least the first 30 minutes was like chat and, just you know, just simply chatting and, enjoying company of one another, if you will. But also, like...
Knowing how to craft tools and weapons is just as important as knowing how to fight. There are useful pieces and parts everywhere. Master the art of crafting, and you'll master the art of survival.
Yeah, I know this part.
Energy bar. Alcohol. Alcohol. I'm surprised there's anything left here. I don't think that any of the brews are really, still in one piece. Timely dodges and parries, as well as getting hurt, increase the beast mode meter. Okay. Okay, I'll just take you for your word there. Never-ending waves of infected. Ah, okay. The regional nightmare I've been experiencing is gradually ending. Thank dog. Regional nightmare. You're not referring to your brush with Ghost Pepper, are you? All right. I came back upstairs with my coffee cup full of like with the appropriate cream and sugar, and then I proceeded to just not fill it with coffee. It was definitely a nightmare and definitely regional. So there's a local Mediterranean cafe not that far from us, and Tev woke up to a text from them saying, guess what? We're open on the 4th of July. We're waiting for you to come and, you know, enjoy some of your favorite Mediterranean fare. So, don't know if we're going to be going out for that or not today, but they've definitely made it abundantly clear that they are open. That and the fact that, like, they're one of those restaurants. They're a combined like Mediterranean restaurant, but they also have an adjoined hookah bar. So, like, they're open till like 2 or 3 in the morning. They've got insane hours. Pretty good. Pretty good. Man, the temperature in my office is just continuing to go up. I'm increasingly worried about the air conditioner that I have outside because it is from like 1983 or 1984 and it's supposed to cool this whole house. I've got myself a laser thermometer and I've been pointing it at the ceiling for the last couple of days and I'm like, God, that ceiling's getting increasingly warm. I think that my attic is under insulated. But I don't want to go up there and modify the attic insulation until I fully modify the, Whoa, 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 lady! Weak-ass weapons right off from the bat. Maybe it's time to invest in a plug-in solar and a window-mounted aircon. That's one of the problems. I cannot have window-mounted air conditioners because the HOA has forbidden it. And the HOA, according to state law, is allowed to do that. Also, plug-in solar is illegal. The local legislature was like, hey, we're going to take on plug-in solar. We kind of like this idea. And then they got stuck in some sort of a stupid squabble, and they never passed the bill. So, do you think it would help if you put heat reflective film on the windows? I've already got, like, heavy-duty, blackout curtains, which only counts for so much. Oh, God damn it. Get off of me. Alright, you know what? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's the maneuver. That's the maneuver right there. So if I come over here, Fuck you. Gotcha. Are you gonna repair your tools? Give me a moment. Is that all of them? I thought there were more of these guys. Okay, so... $112, $116, $105. Okay, so that pipe isn't really worth it. And it would appear that I'm not allowed to deconstruct my old broken equipment. Okay. Now, I don't know where I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, really. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, fine. Let my stamina regenerate for a moment here. Ma'am? Alright, alright, alright. Yes. The drop kick for the win. Hot squats. Where did you get the grenades from? I don't remember getting them this early. I don't know. They were just in my inventory. Ugh. Anything sitting around here that I can... I remember rummaging through trash cans constantly. Okay, so that no longer. Then again, I don't think that lock picking ever paused the game in the first get. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, try that again. Old World Wine, Legendary Valuables. Nice, nice. What is this? Recipe Karzakin's Blood Sausage. One of the black pudding, of a few words on blood sausage, and even a recipe shared. Should fate once more cast me into the harsh Tartar bondage, one solace again would remain in my heart, the thought of black pudding, that delightful dish which nourishes the old Polish soul as it strengthens a soldier before battle. For there is no fare that bestows me more strength upon a pole. For there is no fare that bestows more strength upon a pole. I tell ye, my gracious ones, upon my return from captivity, when at the Potic's table I beheld a steaming black pudding, I felt greater joy than when I was bestowed the title of hetman, for 'tis a dish where the blood of foes to the homeland, or even that of a swine, is entwined with the groats, and his aroma so mighty that it immediately stirs memories of the thundering hooves at Kumejiki with the soul. This is a very oddly written. How then does one prepare the black pudding? Here is my method, proven both in battles and feasts. First, I bid thee take 3 equal parts of swine offal. Oh my god, it keeps going. First, I bid thee take 3 equal parts of swine offal and head meat, 2 pounds of each, so that there is enough for the company. Rinse the meat thoroughly in spring water, then place it in a cauldron and simmer over a gentle flame, adding bay leaves and allspice, which travel from the foreign lands to nourish our stomachs and bring health. When the meat is tender, it ought be removed, cooled, and then finely chopped, that noble teeth may readily bite through it. In the same broth that remains from the meat, one must cook the buckwheat groats. that they may absorb the full flavor. Then mix the meat with the groats, add garlic and fresh blood. Season with salt, freshly cracked pepper, and a pinch of marjoram, which is distinguished by the scent of Polish meadows. Finally, one must stuff the porcine casings with this mixture, binding the ends with sturdy twine, and poach the whole in hot water for an appropriate time until it acquires shape and firmness. Thus, dear brothers, should one prepare the old Polish black pudding, and whosoever tastes it once shall place no other delicacy above it. God grant the appetizing fare. Stefan Krasinski of the Lodzia coat of arms. Oh my word. Will sees the lockpicking game. He's happy. You could see it on it. You could see his face brighten up. Groats. It's got some detail. Well, I feel edified.
Mayday! 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 We're under attack at the town hall. Something is trying to get in and we can't.
Olivia, you hear that?
The town hall. It's in the city center. Sounds like there are survivors there.
I just hope I can get there in time.
Good luck.
Anything to collect up out of the... Nah, nothing in the dumpsters this time. That's a shame. It's a pallet of goods! Dude, it's... I don't know, I think it's supposed to be... alcohol? Huh. Nope. Oh! Oh, that just hinges right open. That's nice. That's straight up closed. That's not nice. Not cool. Whoop! There's a lot of them. Woohoo! What's up, bro? Ah, damn it! That wasn't fucking cool. Golly, they are really everywhere. Binoculars. Discover key locations, identify enemies, and spot opportunities. Press B to activate. Alright, well, let's go ahead and heal. It looks tilt-shifted from up here. Okay. This has an almost MGS vibe, but with zombos. Maybe there was inspiration that went into it. I never played MGS 5. Like, I finished MGS 4 and I was like, I'm done with this series. Like, that feels like the end. I've refused to come back for any more. Feels kind of like I should probably go back and actually play MGS 5 because now it is truly over. Hideo Kojima no longer has control over it. And heavens knows, nobody is going to be able to do anything with Metal Gear Solid like Kojima. Kojima is like, that's what it is.
Olivia. Lots of biters out here.
They're slow, but in large numbers they can be dangerous. Keep your distance so they don't swarm you.
Oh, piss off. So many of them. Ooh, scraps. Nice, nice. I'm enjoying this. Didn't want that to happen. Old. Okay. Just can't do anything with that. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. Oh boy. I'm about to go beast mode, man. Oh boy. Yep, okay. I did this to try and get inside of this house, and I can't. I'm not allowed inside of the house. For God's sake. You just... He really cannot figure out that fallen tree there. This is lucky me. Fella's just stuck. Stucker than stuck. And I think I've looted all of the bodies. Almost. I have so much looting to get done. Can you imagine how nasty his hands are? This cabin over here. That's boarded up. That's boarded up. Alright, well, so much for that. What? Yes, yes, I don't like thinking about it. Well, let me put it, maybe let me qualify the statement. 5 is as good as a game as an entry into the Metal Gear Solid franchise canon. It's very different. I kind of expected as much. But the gameplay is absolutely the best any Metal Gear Solid game has ever done in the non-card genre. In the non-card genre. Ooh, a lockpick. Gotcha. Hello. I love climbing towers like this. Nothing like towers made out of rickety-ass wood. Oh my god, the little fly strips. Rare blueprint fire arrows. Feathers. Looks like the sleeping function. There we go. Okay, okay, so I can actually use the tower to sleep. I'll go ahead and repair that. Is it still possible for me to loot the cars? Oh, it is. Ooh, rare tools. Nice. Nothing on the signboard. Oh, nothing. I feel cheated. Can I give you like 1 or 2 bits of advice I've gleaned from playing the game? They're not story spoilers, just general things that I have thought to be useful. I mean, is it anything more sophisticated than just like looting cars and stuff? What's lay it on me. What have you got? What have you got? I'm listening. What's back here? Whoa! Okay. Ooh! Hello. Ooh, rubbish bins. Scraps. Got scrappies. Is that tape? Ah, it's not letting me take the tape. Drinks and cans. Where's the tower that I... It's over there. Don't mind me. Whoa! Fuck. God damn zombie trying to take a dump. Ugh. Scared the shit out of me. Whew. Nope. It's a Keurig! I could have some... There's a coffee grinder up here, too! Off to an escape room. Have fun, chat. Hey, it was nice to have you along for the ride, Dave. Enjoy the rest of your day. 1, buy oxidizers when you have the money. They're used in a lot of weapon mods. 2, throwing knives are more useful than I first realized. I will try to keep that in mind. Like, there were throwing knives everywhere in the first game, and they were okay, but they didn't actually do meaningful quantities of damage, so I never really used them as a result. Night volatiles appear, they spot you, a chase starts. Oh, I know how this system works. Which is why we wait until morning. I'll bother with nighttime when I feel more comfortable with the map. Is there a jump spot here? Oh, it's raining. Lovely. You do not like fighting volatiles in this game? Okay, I'm assuming that your statement means that you've played the first and the second game. And if that's the case, how do volatiles in The Beast compare to volatiles in 1 and 2? Because, like, volatiles were freaky as can be in the first game, but they eventually became, like, a non-problem, you know? Which I think is kind of standard, you know, for a lot of games. Once you understand how they work, how really powerful enemies work, you can work around them to a pretty good degree. But it does become a question of, like, how long it takes. Like, how easy are they to handle when you just have knowledge of how they work, and how easy are they to handle when you've got, like, a powerful character? Like, what's the difference there? Does knowing their mechanics make that big of a difference, or is it more like how much power you have? Oh, that's a dark place right over there, without question.
To survive out in the open, you need to take advantage of the terrain. Most fighters can't climb, so getting up high can be a good strategy. Stay to the rooftops and move through tight spaces to keep them from following you.
I'll work on that. They're tough as nails, and even on level 1 chase, they're at 4-5 chasing. They're at least 4 to 5 chasing you. Even fully leveled up, they are still tough. Okay. Well, I will keep that in mind, that they're keeping volatiles super nasty and difficult to deal with. Whoopsie. I lost 100 experience. No! Reverse screens. What is this nonsense you're talking about? Oh my god. The heat is starting to build. I have to turn on my ceiling fan. Well, it respawned me. Alright, we'll swap the camera around for you. How are you doing there, Zouchin? Woo. Guess that'll have to do. You also can't make UV flares and lights. They're looted. You can only loot them now. Oh wow. That's rather that's grueling. All right, stopwatch. Start that. Oh, spawn me back here. Okay. You're tired? Didn't get enough sleep, eh? Or so I assume the situation goes. Hello, sirs. Please, don't mind me. Old Town. Hot diggity dang. Cigarettes! Holy fucking shit, man. Cigarettes! In this apocalypse? Got soap too? Dude, I'm gonna be clean for once. See, this right here is what I'm talking about. This is what the game is all about for me. The opening up containers, looting stuff, going inside of houses, etc. Frankly, I'm surprised that the house is in as good of condition as it is. I'm surprised that the house is in as good of condition as it is, given the fact that the door is open. Honey, hello! Oh, this is a nice balcony. Wonderful, lovely deck. What the hell is the main story? I don't know. Fuck that shit. I just wanna run around and loot stuff. Sweet, I can stealth. Woohoo! That's another zombie down! Oh, good times, man. Good times. You can craft a new item. Press... Oh, on the crafting menu. So, it allows me to craft... here? Oh, it does. Okay, I can still craft in the field. That's pretty cool. This takes alcohol and okay, alcohol and bandages one way makes a alcohol and cloth makes bandages one way, and the other way it makes Molotovs, which is pretty standard. It's exactly what you would expect. Well, Zauchen, if you're tired, I have a compelling question for you. What, pray tell, is your how did your week go? You know? Get 20 of these in total. I'll be good. Energy bars. Can't make any of them. Energy bars made with local honey and plants. 8% heal. Wow. That's pretty kick-ass. Dried meats. Somebody closed themselves up in the bathroom or something. Got a chimney, seemingly. Dried foods. Flour. Ooh, what's this? Blades. I'd honestly say don't waste the honey on the homemade energy bars. Save it for other useful things. I mean, I remember honey was one of the primary crafting components for like, health restoratives in the second game. Asparafin. Acetaminophen and aspirin. Just combined into one Asparafin. God. It looks a lot like they've gotten rid of the learn by doing system for the kind of disappointing for them to have gotten rid of the, like, learn by doing system. Like, I understand why. Feels like I stumbled into a space where I'm going to be doing something with it eventually. These closets never have any fucking anything in them. It's hopeful to get inside of that that truck there. Oh, come on. I can't get into the recycling bin? But all of the good, like, crunchy bits that are supposed to be reusable are in there. Book exchange point. Huh. This is a soldier. Ooh. I like how the way that they're like, yeah, you're not getting in here, is just to show that there's no door handle. It's like, there's no door handle, man. You're not getting in. It's as simple as that. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Stay. I need. Oh, dude, mocha pot coffee right here. That's what I'm talking about. More soap. I knew someone who didn't get the goods once. They died a terrible, horrible, slow death. Oh man, this person was like a streamer or something. Woo! Damn it, man. I kindly inform you that my neighbor Linda Judge is a fucked up hag and has a fucked up dog. The motherfucking mongrel barks all night long, even during quiet hours. The wacko Linda even commissioned a portrait of her stupid doggy, so need I say more? The mutt should be put down. Same with the owner. If you don't do something about this dog right now, I'll take care of it myself, and it won't be pretty. Ooh, jeez. Somebody got some anger issues. What is up with the amount of soap I'm finding? Oh. Alright. I'm relatively safe on the rooftop. I can change the camera back. There we go. Whoop. Thank you very much for redeeming that, Zouchin. Mark that as done. Okay, now what I think I'm going to do... after I have a bit of a look around in here... This place is like complete... This place has been like thoroughly gutted. There is nothing to find in here. Okay, we're gonna actually chase down the first mission. Yeah. Hello, sir. Information kiosks. Ice cream? I could go for a double chocolate fudge and brownie blast. It's the game telling you to keep it clean. Maybe. Remember, kids, clean underneath your foreskin. It's important to personal hygiene. Guided city tour. Dang. Excuse me. Woo. Wise words, personal hygiene. You guys stink. Like, literally, you guys stink. Ooh, not looking nice.
What the hell happened here?
Take the gun. Ah, god damn it. It's not letting me use my bandage. Okay. It's because it's not letting me unequip my weapon. Okay. Hold H. That's what I was doing, holding it. See? Hold H. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, jeez. It's doing something real weird there. That's what was confusing me. Alright, it gave me more bandages. Which is good. Really weird how it was doing that double click thing. So it wants me to go that way, which means I totally have to go this way? No, okay, that's locked. You really need the head stomping thing. I remember utilizing head stomp constantly whenever I was playing the first game, and the predecessor, the original Dead Island, which Techland made. So, like, and I remember, like, oh, like, the head stomping is, like, really where it's at, and I did it over and over. And eventually, on, like, subsequent playthroughs, I was like, it's making the game too easy. I'm gonna avoid head stomp. So, as normal, it's like, yeah, first playthrough, I'll do the head stomp thing, but I can see myself, like, leaving it behind at some point. Because, like, weapons start to flow like water in these games eventually. Man. Get off, you little freak. Alright, I'm gonna use up this hammer. Swap to something else. No, sir. Please, just don't. How do I, there we go, V. Drop. V, drop. Trash weapons. Just drop kicking a Sunday, drop kicking a zombie on a Saturday. Who doesn't like drop kicking zombies on a Saturday? Nope, nope, oh, okay, there we go. Ooh, he's a biggin. He's a biggin. He looks very similar to a volatile. Not quite a volatile.
Olivia, I'm at the town hall. I killed another Chimera.
A Chimera? There?
Yeah. It stormed right into the hub.
What's the situation now?
A few dead. Most of them the Baron's men.
What were they doing there?
No idea.
All right. Time to extract the GSP and get my blood sample.
Okay.
You want to inject it while it's fresh. Are you sure you still want to do this? We can always take it slow and see how fast you recover without it.
No, fuck that. If this is what I need to do to take that bastard down, so be it. Hey, open up. It's all clear out here. Says the guy who just saved your collective asses.
Are you with the Baron?
I'm not with anyone.
What do you want?
I want you to open the damn door.
Let's just see who it is.
Jeez, not too trusting, are we?
Which is why we're still alive.
Thank you, stranger. We appreciate the help, but I'm afraid all you did was delay the inevitable. We were attacked by a beast, unlike anything we've ever encountered. It destroyed all our defenses.
The UV lights don't work?
Not since the backup system went down.
Our sheriff set out to restore it, but that was quite a while ago.
Where'd he go?
She was headed for the tower.
Well, if she's still alive, maybe I can help her. Stay here.
Aw, I only got
Olivia, do
the...
you copy? I made it to the town hall. A lot of people here.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna help get the power back on here.
Winning hearts and minds. That's exactly what you need to do.
Was that all? Thought I had to kill monsters, too.
Oh, come on. I'm expecting this place to like, open up and become a hub of, like, trade and whatnot eventually. Because that's definitely what it feels like. This feels like a place that's going to turn into, like, a trade hub. Before long. Ah, give me a break. Alright. No? Nothing? How do they want me to get out? Oh, okay. The maneuvers, the way that he's jumping, he would have to be the most jacked motherfucker in the world, man. Ah, yes, climbing up. Oh, just, I love gripping broken glass. It's so good for my hands. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Skill points, journal, crafting, collections. Oh, I've got another beast point. Right. Yes. And it is a red point this time. Heavy lift. Furious charge. Sure, we'll do heavy lift. Power shot. Charged kick. Advanced reload. Head stomp. Ah, that's what we're going for. Windmill. Efficient fighting. You strike your foes with such efficiency that weapon loses less durability from it. Ah, that's obviously the important one. Gotta be on the lookout for some extra stuff.
I'm looking for the sheriff.
She's up top, but this biter broke the damn ladder.
I'll manage. You okay here?
Oh yeah, great. Here, you're going to need this a lot more than me.
That's bullying? Hey, it's a zombie. I'll bully the zombie all I want. Lovely. Don't really need that. Can you imagine the amount of grip strength that you would need to do stuff like this? Okay, so they want me to go around to this side. Grab the ledge here. My God, this is just freaky as shit for me. I don't know why I do this to myself. I hate heights.
Hands where I can see him.
Whoa, 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 hold it. I'm a good guy.
Prove it.
The name's Kyle. Your friend sent me. I'm here to help.
And what if I don't believe you?
Well, you could shoot me, but then I wouldn't be able to help you.
Can't afford to waste the ammo.
Does that mean you want my help?
I could use a hand. I need to get the backup system working.
You want me to climb down there and reset the power?
If you do, I'll cover you.
Deal. Just promise not to shoot me.
Go. Shoot. I wanted to stealth you. Instead, what do? Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Ah, damn it. Stay down. Why are you trying to get up? Stay. You really like the floor. Give it a lick. Oh, okay. Kicked him one too many times. Leather. You know, this is a very real question. Would human leather become something that you would make a lot of in a zombie apocalypse? Because I'm fathoming that it would, you know, it's like, what resources are available? Well, there's a lot of dead people. They all have skin. Maybe we make leather out of them? Like a super, super, super dark thought there. Got it. Ah, damn it. Necronomicon? A little bit, yeah. Ooh, my word. There's a lot of stuff here. Old world vodka. Nice. Hockey sticks, scraps, wiring, rags, alcohol. Oh, not enough cans. That is expensive as sin, man. Molotovs take more rags. They take resin instead of, okay. They take less alcohol, too.
Shit, now what? The monster must have shredded the cables.
Ah, okay. Okay, how do you want me to get up the tower then? Not getting up that way. Ah, okay, this is a better route. Woo! Dead. Get up this way? Nope. Check the electrical boxes with a cable. Ah, there we go. Okay. I am not abundantly certain what they want me to do here. Oh, right. Yes. Can you imagine how dangerous it would be to do this whenever it's raining? Grip strength would be grip would be non-existent with this type of energy.
Over there.
Okay, bossy.
That's it. You did it. That should keep him away. Kyle, was it?
Yeah.
I'm Florence.
Now, you're not from around here, are you, Florence?
I'm from Texas originally. My husband was an MP, stationed in Stuttgart when the shit hit the fan.
Is that why they call you the sheriff?
That and the fact that I kicked butt. Come on. We better get back to my people.
I have returned home from work. Well, welcome back, Doomsday.
The town hall's secure. Thanks for the help.
No problem.
I'm guessing this ain't your first rodeo?
No, ma'am.
Good thing you heard our distress call. We were lucky.
Not all of us. Sorry, Sheriff. I let you down.
You didn't know such thing.
It's a fresh bite. We just need some antizin and we can...
Antizin. We haven't seen any of that in years.
But we have UV, shrooms,
and hopes and prayers and positive vibes. Like any of that shit works. Sheriff, I just want you to know, it's been an honor.
Wait!
Come on, man. Not where they have to clean it up.
Why the hell would he do that?
To keep us safe. I'm going to need some volunteers to prepare him for burial.
We're losing too many good people, Sheriff. Death or exile can't be our only two options. There has to be another way.
I wish there was, Jacob. But there isn't.
I know you think you're protecting us, but...
That's right. I'm protecting us. Once you're bitten, that's it.
No, that's not true. With proper treatment, he...
What treatment? From where? We're alone out here. Look, Kyle, I appreciate your help, but we have rules, and everyone here abides by them. If I was the one bitten, I would have done the same thing.
Are you two finished? Because we don't have time for this shit. We're not safe here. Not with that monster out there.
Rangers, I want sentries posted. And extra guards on the generators. We're sitting ducks if those UV lights go out again.
I'm not sure that's enough. That thing is more dangerous than anything we've seen before. What do we do if it comes back?
Comes back? What do you mean? I already killed it.
You didn't kill the beast. You killed a different monster.
There's another one?
When I was up in the tower, I saw it take off across the rooftops. If we're lucky, maybe it'll move on.
Luck isn't something we've been blessed with lately.
All this talk isn't making us any safer. Let's just do what needs to be done.
Come find me later. My room's upstairs. I have something I'd like to talk to you about.
Don't get me wrong, branching paths are nice in a story, but I'm just not interested in them. I just...
Like that, then we're all...
Inventory. You can now mod weapons. Okay. You can now... you now own a weapon mod socket. However, hover over any weapon and press to open the weapon screen. Okay. We'll do... I guess... 17. Okay, well, this is my strong one. Hover over the military cutlass and press F. Modifying adds elemental effects to weapons. Hover over the venom tip mod. Okay. Apply it. Once crafted, mods can be dismantled to make room for new ones. Okay, that's cool. Aren't you from Texas? I'm from around. Why do you ask? She doesn't talk like a Texan, I can tell you that much. But then again, I suppose it's been long enough since the outbreak that coming from Texas doesn't count for much. He could have done that outside. That's my attitude about it. It's just like, man, that's... Don't get me wrong, I get it, but... Really?
Even the sheriff's people weren't able to protect us.
So I'm fine with, like, branching story and all of that stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. But at the same time...
You're not going to be the one doing the cleaning, right? Here I am, pulling this asshole's brain out of the fucking joints.
Spare me.
Egoist. Should take a rope and go outside instead.
Olivia, someone at the town hall got bit and took his own life. Don't you have any antizin here?
Literally put me on his friggin' brain.
Antizin's a relic from the past. It was just a suppressant. People were still turning. And it ran out years ago.
So, getting bit means it's over.
UV light can buy some time. But you never know when it'll happen.
Maybe.
People from Texas sound like any people from any other Midwest state. I mean, that is absolutely true. The vast majority of people do not from any Midwest state they don't sound any different, right? Council chamber. Dude, this place is posh. I think they might be out of toner though. The printers probably don't operate the way that they should. Well, it was a town hall. Yeah, well, I mean, the town hall from where I live isn't exactly all that posh either, so. Oh, there's a trader here already. The courthouse is pretty posh. Town hall, not so much. Well, it's a town hall in Europe. Oh, you think you Europeans think you're better than us Americans? Who said no? It's whatever. Man, cracked a perfectly good. Volatile hives and bolters contain precious items for your survival. Oh. Okay. So. Oh, God! Woof. Man, the temperature in my office is continuing to rise despite the fact that I'm running my my ceiling fan. I assume Tev is sleeping. Yes, she is. She absolutely is. Chat, I want to keep going, but I'm thinking that I'm going to have to close out early because today is the hottest day of the week. It is getting close to 80 degrees in my office. It is currently 79 in here, which for those of you who are not from America, that is 26 degrees Celsius. 26.1 specifically. And that's with the air conditioning running and the ceiling fan on, so I might need to stop with how warm it is getting.
They say more and more biters.
I'm so sorry. I know you two.
Still kicking, I see.
Do you remember what happened the last time?
Time for Strife to strip off his shirt. I mean, maybe some of you guys would like to see that, you know? Where the hell is this trader? There he is. What's this over here? Ah, okay. Tools. Ah, okay, so I can only upgrade my, I can only upgrade stuff like my, okay. Craft Max, craft, upgrade the blueprint, intermediate manual pages. Okay, rags and then the alcohol. So I spend some of the stuff that it takes to craft the thing and combine it with special manuals in order to improve the, okay, so that makes sense. My room used to get just like that until I got my mini AC in here. Man, I am fast approaching having to replace some major appliances for the house. I need to replace the HVAC system, which is like a brand new HVAC, like a standard heat pump system, because that's what I would switch to. I would switch to a heat pump because it would work for all intents and purposes. But in order to put in a heat pump, it's one of two situations that I have. Either I rip out the old air, heat pump which is like, you know, it's the large unit outside with the fins on it and everything, and the large fan on the top. And it is air based with how it exchanges temperature, or and that costs, like, you're starting at $2,000 as a starter, you know. You should also be able to upgrade the UV light. Oh, holy moly, you can. Okay. I cannot improve the decoy. Hand grenades. Lockpicks cannot be improved. Okay, so some things understandably can't be changed. Like lockpicks, I could see those being improved, where it's like, yeah, the higher quality the lockpick, the easier it is to pick the lock or something like that, you know? But not the case. Anyways, I could see myself doing a heat pump outside, but what because like that's only $2,000. I say only $2,000. It's not like that's super cheap, but you're starting at $2,000 just to buy the brand new air conditioning unit, okay? And it only goes up from there. It's been a while since I looked. I might be getting my numbers completely wrong, but like what I would much prefer to do is to install a geothermal heat pump, because temperatures underground are a lot more stable. So like the relative temperature underground is easier to like dump heat or extract heat from. Whenever you utilize the latent heat of vaporization effect. So like what I would want to do, in all honesty, is I'm gonna have to get a property assessment done. Like I need to talk with the HOA, find out what they'll allow me to do, find out, get a property assessment, find out whether or not it's possible to do this, because there are two different ways that you can do a geothermal heat pump, and that's basically digging like 6 or 8 foot deep trenches and then running a line back and forth over a large area to utilize the geothermal stability. Or you dig a well that is about 50 feet deep. So you dig a 50-foot well, effectively using oil drilling equipment, and you put vertical lines in. And you need 2 of them, okay? So you need to run roughly 100 feet of piping to do a geothermal and a geothermal heat pump. And obviously the cheap one is to lay the shallow lines, but the way more expensive option, and the only option that's available to me potentially here, is to dig the vertical ones, because like I'm the end unit for the row of condos that I'm on. So there's this tiny little side, like it's not super tiny. It's about like 6 feet wide. So there's a 6 to 8 foot wide side yard between me and like the road that people walk up. Used to get in and out of the place, and I'm like, that's enough space for me to put 2 vertical wells. From what I've seen, the horizontal is better. Horizontal is cheaper. It is not necessarily better. Okay, like that's a super important detail. It's cheaper, not necessarily better, from all of the research that all of the reading that I've done. All of the reading that I've done on it is like, okay, well, what's the results of, you know, one versus the other? And from what I can tell, there's no really discernible difference between them. It's just a matter of space. Obviously, if something goes wrong with the pipe, it's not like you're going to be able to get down into the piping on a vertical well and be able to fix it. So you have to make certain it's done right. My bad. I mean vertical. Oh, okay. Well. My understanding is that it's a give and a take, you know. One is not necessarily better than the other, but the one that's vertical, there's significant more temperature stability with a vertical well. With the horizontal lines that you lay shallow, it's like, yeah, that's the energy that radiates from the sun can penetrate the surface way easier 8 feet down. Not super well, but you know. It has better energy captation. Captation is a word that I don't think I've ever seen. All right. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and quit here. Sure, you want to quit because it is getting hot. It is getting hot in this room. So this is the end of the stream for me. I've got chores to run, and it's gonna be hot as sin trying to get in and out and around. Oh my word! Like when I started, he was just like the stairs were completely empty. He wasn't there. Now that I've started playing, he is he's sitting on the stairs. That's pretty cool. Okay, well. Quit the game. Yes. We must dig deeper. Now he is a sad, brooding stairs man. Yes, yes, he is. Oh, my word. So, my whole situation is that, like, to dig those vertical wells, that's $20,000. If I get, like, a normal air heat pump, you know, like with the internal coil and then the external coil, that's, you know, like inside of basically a box, that's about $2,000, you know, starting price. And it just goes up from there. If you want to install a geothermal system, it's like, no, the system is $2,000 as well, but it costs you like 18 grand to dig the wells. So, you know, that's pricey. That's super goddamn pricey. And I'm like, well, it's less than the cost of a brand new car. So, but you know, the question immediately comes to like, well, okay, there's roughly a 2 to 3 foot height difference between the base of my house and like the sidewalk that's next to it, and that slope, that incline that's about 6 to 8 feet, that is where the wells would have to go. And I'm just thinking about it and I'm like, okay, well, that incline, that easement, what type of pressures are what type of pressure is the foundation exerting onto that easement? Because that's where the pipes would have to go. How could the pipes ultimately get wrecked being in that spot? I would need some sort of a engineer to come in and take a look at that and tell me, hey, if you put in, if I was to drill geothermal wells right there, would the pipes basically do that over time? You know, like if the house is here and the slope is like this, would the pressure of the house slowly bend the pipes over because of the, you know, like there's a lot of things to consider. Okay. And I, to a certain degree, I feel lucky that I've got the capacity to think that far forward. There are plenty of people who don't think like that. Don't you eventually want to move into a house? I vaguely remember that being a conversation at some point. It's with what's happened to property values. Here's the deal. This house, I bought it for $80,000. Okay, 80,000. I bought it less than 12 months before the pandemic hit. Okay, it's 1,500 square feet. So the structure is like worth 140,000 now. Okay, it's at least 140,000. The value of the property has gone up so much, and that, like, that's a two-way street, right? Like, not only has the value of the property gone up a stupid amount, but the value of houses, where it's like, okay, 1,500 is pretty good. I would prefer to be in a house that's like 2,000 square feet with a 2-car. The major thing I want is a garage. If there was anything that I could ask for, it would just be a freaking garage, because I want to put my car, I want to shelter my cars. That's it. I just want to shelter my cars. A garage would be a great place for me to install like a better charger for my car, as well as it currently stands. I'm running off of, you know, like a regular 120 volt power outlet, just a standard, 3-prong outlet that you find inside of any normal American house, which is fine, but it's not great. It's not perfect. So what I really want to do is just swap it out. What I really want to do is just live in a different house. But property values have gone so insane. It's like that has been so thoroughly set outside of what is possible for me. Okay, it is not happening unless like maybe if I got back into the grind of YouTube and I didn't do it so much because like I like making videos or something like that, which is a sketchy statement to say in the first place these days. Making videos is not like an inspiration like it used to be for me. But if I went back to YouTube and I did that full force all the time, just constantly nose to the grindstone, and it was like, no, what's the new game? How do I make a guide? Guides, and maybe if I did that on the constant, I would end up with enough money to be able to reasonably purchase a piece of property and build a house. Because that's the crazy part. Building a house at this point is cheaper than purchasing a house. And that's not including the cost of like actually purchasing the land. If you include the cost of purchasing the land, it's like I can find reasonable size plots that I could probably build a house on if I wanted to, but obviously I don't have the money for that. But the lot of land completely unimproved, but in a location where, like utility access is already just immediately there. I can find plots of land that are the same price as this house whenever I bought it, like $80,000. So, the most wild thing I found the other day was like, there's a plot of land where they're like, yeah, this hunk of land, it's 1/4 of an acre. That's huge. That's absolutely huge in the middle of the city. It's 1/4 of an acre, and we want $6,000 for it. And I was like, this sounds too good to be true. I go and I look at it on the map, and I look at the details of the listing, and they're like, yeah, you're only buying the surface rights, and you're not allowed to build on it. And I'm like, what the hell am I buying if it's just the surface rights, and I'm not allowed to build on it? Like there's some weird listings out there. If you had the money, would you build your own house? Would you add a bunker? If I had my own money, I would build my own house, and I would specifically have it engineered. Because you need an engineering degree, or basically the purpose of the building code ultimately is to make certain that you don't build something poorly that is some sort of a health hazard. Okay, you do not need an engineering degree to build something that is sturdy. You need an engineering degree to ensure that you are building something to a minimum standard so it is not a problem. And there are so many ways to cut corners and cheapen out. That's the reason why the building code exists. What I would want to do is basically overshoot the building code by such an insane amount. Because like what I would want is for my walls, my outer walls on a building to be an entire foot thick. Okay, that's not to say that it would be like a foot of brick. It'd be like, no, you have the outer brick wall, you have the structure, but then like from the outer side of the brick to the inner side of the drywall, I want the in between to be nothing, to be empty, so that I could insulate the ever living fuck out of the house. Because that's what I'm focused on. I'm like, no, insulation is where it's all at. You need so much insulation to have a comfortable living space on a regular basis. So it's like, oh, well, that's so much more than what the code requires. And I'm like, hang the code. Like that's your minimum standard. I want to like go so overshoot the minimum standard to the point where it's like, oh, I ran my air conditioner for 3 hours a day, and it still feels like winter inside of my house when it's 105 outside or something. Like that's my whole attitude on the situation. Like so much preparation is put in everywhere. It would like if I did that, it would allow me to run Ethernet cable throughout and in the entire house with such a great deal of ease, So I've got I have so many thoughts. I would the electrics in the walls would be very specifically designed to be above and beyond what the minimum
electrical code is for easier upgrades of the electrical system later on down the line. None of the house would have, like, I wouldn't have a water heater that's centrally located in the house. Every tap in the house would have its own separate water heater. Its own separate instant water heater specifically, you know? Like, there are so many different things. I would actually engineer the damn ventilation system, because most ventilation, like most of the homes that I've been into, just anywhere I go, it's like, no, we didn't really think about the ventilation system. We just kind of slapped in a bunch of tubes and that's it. And they didn't think anything through. And I'm like, no. How does the layout of the house specifically contribute to making certain that you not only have, you know, an exhaust vent in every room, but you also have a return vent in every room type situation. So here's Will wants a foot thick outer wall. I'll just laugh at how every house in my country is built of brick. That doesn't change what the details of what I just said there, Eli. Doesn't change the details of what I said at all. Like, yeah, brick. Yeah, like I talked about brick. And for that matter, this is another thing. I do not like siding. I hate siding. I hate it with a passion. And you know why? You have to go out. You have to constantly paint it. You have to keep it up. You have to be careful. Like, water intrusion happens so easily with siding. It rots. It falls apart. You have to. It's constant upkeep. Brick and mortar. You slap that in. You get a couple of weeping holes in there. It's fine. It's done. You don't have, like, I've never seen anybody have to do anything with it. One of my biggest pet peeves. It's infuriating, the number of people who are like, I just bought myself a house and I'm gonna go ahead and it's made of brick and I'm gonna paint it. And it's like, no, don't paint a brick house. That will literally make a brick house crumble because it traps moisture within the brick. Bricks, unless they're like fire bricks or something, they are porous. They do not have a lack, like water intrusion happens with bricks naturally. Water intrusion happens with bricks, and if you paint that, guess what happens? You trap any of the moisture that gets into those bricks. They have to have the capacity to breathe. So if somebody paints a brick building, it will literally crumble at some point. I don't know how long it will take, because a lot of that comes down to the local climate that you're dealing with. But I've told that to people at work, you know, where they're like, yeah, I bought a house and like I hated the way that it looked, so I went and I painted the whole thing white. And I was like, okay, so the siding, blah blah blah, like, and he was like, oh no, not siding, brick. And I'm like, you do know that you literally, you can't strip paint off of brick, and you have now trapped moisture in the brick, and it will crumble eventually, probably within your lifetime. And they just look at me like, what are you talking about? I was like, that is a thermal and moisture dynamic of bricks. Like, there are very few bricks that don't do that, especially in America. You find a house that's made out of adobe brick, you know, that's really uncommon in America. So I have one made of bricks and I wish it was better insulated. You see, the brick situation is really, it's a give and a take. It's an A and B system, kind of A and B. It's a gradient. But like bricks in a, bricks have this enormous benefit that they are extremely sturdy. Okay. They are resilient. They're going to stick around as long as you're laying those bricks properly and the bricks have been manufactured to their proper standard. You don't really have a whole lot to worry about. Okay. But excuse me. The alternative, the problem with the bricks is the fact that they are not really all that great in regards to heat. Okay. And the reason for that is this, the sun beats down on them. All of that radiant heat energy heats the bricks up. And then once you hit the evening, those bricks proceed to radiate that heat back out. That's a problem in the world we live in today, where just the climate keeps getting hotter. So it's a give and a take, and that's the reason why I want like the wall to be a foot thick for a stupid amount of insulation for thermal resistance. You know, it's like, yeah, I want the stability of the bricks on the outside of the building, but also I want a lot of thermal resistance to prevent that radiant heat energy from the bricks from going inside of the wall. And I'm positive that's one of the problems I have with this place. Like it is a mix of siding and I'm certain it's not actual stone, but like my house has some sort of like a stone and mortar facade to it, and it is like I can tell that the walls are not super well insulated. They definitely did the barest of minimum, especially after everything that I learned whenever the electrical sockets were redone, because you know, like the power went out in one of the rooms like 2 years ago or something, and I called electricians in, and they had examined everything, and they were like, well, your panel's out of date, we could either refurbish it, or they gave me all the options, and I was like, I'm not leaving this place anytime soon. I'll spend an exorbitant amount of money to just freaking replace the whole panel and also redo all of the outlets, please. So would solar panels help with heat resistance? If I could mount the solar panels to the side of the walls, yes. But that is a distinct challenge because, again, I have to go through an HOA. They have standards of how things can look outside and everything. That's one of the reasons why they have a strict rule about like not installing window unit ACs. Whenever I spoke to them previously about having solar panels mounted to the outside walls of the structure, they were like, okay, well, you need to give us a lot of information about like who's going to do the installation and who's insuring it. And I hadn't even thought about insuring the solar panels. And at that point, like, I don't know, other things came up and I didn't give it a second thought. But solar is another element. I don't know exactly what's going on with the electrics in this house. And by that, I mean like the overall electrical connection to the larger grid, because we will just very frequently have the power turn off for half a second and then come right back on. Okay. So like all of the clocks in the house, if they're on like a larger appliance, like a microwave or like the oven or something, you know, those are machines that have enough electricity flowing into them on a regular basis that they kind of hold enough charge to not shut the clock off instantaneously. So like the clocks on like the oven and the microwave, they will slowly go out of sync because they're drawing their synchronization based on the wavelength of or the frequency of the electricity. Most people don't know that. A lot of appliances that show the time, they actually get their time, they actually maintain their time from the regular frequency of the electrical current that comes through the wires. And that's one of the reasons why appliances that have clocks on them can fall out of sync so well. Meanwhile, a battery operated clock will almost always stay perfectly in sync as long as the battery is still functional, specifically because they have a quartz crystal installed. And the quartz crystal is it pumps out a very regular frequency as long as there's always a source of power. So it's drawing a battery operated clocks and like old LCD watches and stuff like that, they remain on time specifically because of the fact that they synchronize based on the frequency whenever you energize a crystal, as opposed to relying on the frequency of the electrical current coming out of an outlet. I think a company in Finland or somewhere in Europe that makes solar that you apply to walls like wallpaper. That would be pretty cool. Because frankly, it would be fantastic if I could get any amount of solar on the outside of the building without having to install a heavy-duty rack. That's really the major problem, because they would be vertically mounted solar panels facing west. The wall behind me is facing west, like the outside of the wall. So like, as I'm looking forward, I'm looking east. So the direction straight behind me is west. And west-facing panels are not great, but they're pretty good. But vertical is the real big challenge. And obviously south facing, like 45-degree tilt panels is really the best. Well, probably 35, 20 degree tilt is what you want instead. For your solar panels is what you want for really getting the as much juice out of it as you can. Like my biggest focus is like there are things that are aging about this house that I really need to do something about, and one of the things I refuse to do, like I need to insulate the attic. I need to go up there first. I need to buy an asbestos test pack because the place was built in the 1980s. Even though it was made illegal by then, people were still cutting corners and figuring out how to do things. I've seen enough corners cut with the construction of this place that I'm like, I'd better check to see if there's any asbestos upstairs in the attic. And if there is, I have to make some very hard decisions about like, okay, do I go up there and tepidly like just put extra insulation, or do I like remove the asbestos, which is so dangerous because like kicking it, like as long as it stays still, as long as asbestos remains undisturbed, it's not a threat, right? Without having to install a heavy duty rack. Looks at Will's chest. Why do you need a heavy duty rack? Listen, these titties won't jiggle themselves. They're not big enough right now. So anyways, what I need to do before anything else, like I'm not going to do anything with the insulation in the attic if I cannot first install I have words. If I cannot first run Ethernet cable through the whole house, I have to run Ethernet cable through the entire house before I'm willing to do anything. So like that's my situation. Because I don't want to have to dig through the insulation to install additional conduits and everything in the house. But I know everything that needs to be done, but actually getting on your hands and knees and sitting in a hot ass attic and like cutting walls in your drywall to grab wires and pull them through the bulkheads of the frame and everything. It's a huge process. It's enormously annoying. So it can be done. It does not necessarily make it pleasant or easy to do. Like what I'm gonna end up having to do when I run the Ethernet is that I have to drill a hole on the wall straight in front of me, and then run the wire and then run Ethernet cable from the attic down into the wall that's straight across from me, and that'll be the input. And from there, like I'll put like a plate on the wall, and it'll have like 4 different Ethernet inputs or whatever to reach all of the other locations in the house where additional wire needs to be run. But it's pretty simple. Like there's my office, there's Tev's office, there's the bedroom, and then there's the living room. Those are the only places that need Ethernet cable, because the wireless is just like, it's okay, but it's nowhere near as good. So what I need to do is go up into the attic, drill down through the bulkhead, cut a hole in the wall, run all of the cabling down onto a plate, and then those wires will come up into the attic. One will come straight back across, have to go down this wall, and then I have to cut a wall at the top here, and then I have to cut a hole in the top of this wall to grab the wire, pull it into the wall, and then cut another hole at the bottom to feed it down, drill a hole in the bulkhead. This is an exterior wall. That'll be a pain in the ass. And then drill a hole in the wall here to feed it through the bulkhead, and then do the same thing downstairs. Drill a hole at the top, grab the wire, pull it out, and then, put a new hole at the bottom of the wall to mount the plate for the Ethernet cable to come out downstairs. So it's so much. It's just so much to do. And then I have to do that again in every room. So it's like, okay, you need to put a hole at the top of the wall to get the wire through the bulkhead, and then feed it down to the bottom where there's another hole. And then once all of that is done, you have to go and patch all of the holes. So I have not been through, my father was not a handy man. So like I've learned all of this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about like punching holes in my walls. I hate this prospect. I've never had that situation where, you know, like someone gets angry and they punch a hole in the wall. So many of my friends that I knew during school, they were like, oh, I punched a hole in the wall. I got so angry with like Grand Theft Auto last night. And I was like, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? One thing I find interesting about if you do solar power, if you produce too much, I know many power companies will purchase it from you. That is what's called net rate metering. And that is quickly becoming a thing of the past, where it's like, no, we take the free energy off of you, but we also charge you for just having the connection to the grid altogether. So you pay us no matter what every month. Anyway, Helio, thank you so much for coming along for the ride. I hope that you enjoyed the stream. I hope to see you on Monday. I would love to come back for another stream this evening, but I don't know how likely that is given the heat and everything. I've punched holes in walls and people anger is a strange emotion. Man, I've never done it. I don't understand how people do that. So I've never done that. My sisters, my mom, my dad, none of us have ever done that. So I've never had a reason to patch a hole in a wall. But my dad is also the type of person who's like, he's not particularly handy. And the few times that like holes did happen to, you know, we made holes in the walls in one manner or another. I think the most common is like the towel rack that's right next to the shower. Grabbing onto that whenever you're stepping out is a pretty common thing. And I've pulled a towel rack out of the wall accidentally because it's not meant to be a hole. It's not meant to be a handle to prevent you from falling over. So, but whenever that happened, my dad just fixed it. He wasn't like, all right, Will, come here. I'm going to teach you how to do this. You know, he wasn't that type of person. So as a result, I have no handy skills. I have zero handy skills. And I am just utterly lost and scared of screwing something up. And God, I've owned this place for 7 years now. I need to just get over that fear and be like, well, there are things where just leaving it the way that it is a whole lot worse than a screwed up job. So do you perhaps get skirting that you can open up to reveal a cable management system? If you do that, then you just have to drill into the bottom of the wall rather than the whole process you spoke of. Skirting that you can open up to reveal a cable management system. I'm not entirely certain what you're referring to, but how to put it? Skirting is the stuff at the bottom of the wall. Yes, I understand what skirting is. I'm confused as to how that would work for routing it all over the house, you know? Nice pants, by the way. Oh, yes. Well, I mean, it was Pride Month whenever The Last Redemption happened. So, you know, thought it made sense. I forget what the color was. I think it was like, hey, could you put purple on the wall? And I was like, well, this has purple. I'll put this up on the wall because why not? It seems appropriate. It's got purple in it. But like I'm a little bit confused about how I would go about like rewiring the entire house with via skirting, but because I would absolutely like I would have to if I was to try to run it through skirting for like say the downstairs, I would have to go to the other side of the house to get down through the stairway, which is just not happening. So going down through the wall is what makes the most sense. I've watched other people's operations and how they did it, where they were like, yeah, like we use so much of the internet and it is necessary for us to actually improve our connections by just running, you know, a full-on Ethernet installation. It's what makes the most sense. And, you know, I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, well, like buying a box, like a bulk spool of cable is not that difficult. I probably wouldn't even use all of it, but you know, like buying switches and whatnot. Instead of running the cable up into the roof and then back down, you just run it near the floor. I again, I get that. It's just I look at it and I'm like, I don't think that would work as well as I want it to. Like really not as well as I want it to. I think I really want the plates on the walls. That is what I'm focused on I want the plates on the walls because that is way more clean, if you will. It's more work, but it is a better overall result. And I think that's what I'm never looking at things as like, well, what's the easiest way to do this? And it's like, no, like, let's not look at that. What's the most stable, reliable, like long-term way to do it? Because if I do this, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get like Cat9 cable. I'm going to pay for top dime stuff, even though AT&T is like, well, you know, we installed fiber internet for everybody else, but by God, we just won't do it for the last 6 of you we missed. And so I'm probably never going to get fiber optic internet in here, in this house, but I'm still going to wire the place up as if I have fiber optic internet. A common one I know is opening a door too far. Yeah, opening a door too far will, like, that's the main spot where I'm concerned about it. I'm lucky because I'm running just an extra long Ethernet cable around and out of my office and right into Tev's office to hook her up to the internet hardwire, which is working fine. But I look at the cable that's just kind of like, you know, it's just like, whoop, you know, right around the outside wall. That blows when they can't do fiber for you. Oh, they can. It's just not worth it to install the fiber optic cables for the last 6 people they missed. What I really need to do is get with my neighbors and just be like, listen, all I want to do is for all of us to do a constant call campaign. Like if we all collectively constantly ring up AT&T and be like, hey, where's the fiber? Where's the fiber? Where's the fiber? Where's the fiber? Why haven't you reached us yet? Because it's been 2 years since everybody else in the condos has gotten fiber optic internet. Everyone else has it because they installed it for everyone else. If I punch in my neighbors' addresses for fiber optic check on the AT&T website, they're like, yeah, we got it. It's just perfectly good. That's what the website says. I was the one who had to call AT&T and get them to figure out that fiber optic doesn't work here. And the worst part is, at least once a year, they come through and they start threatening to shut my internet off because I haven't upgraded to fiber yet. They're like, stop running on these old copper cables. They're expensive to maintain. We don't want you to run on them anymore. And I'm like, okay, fucking upgrade them then. So, I'm sorry, I've gotten into rant mode. All right, how many squats do we have? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. All 50 of them. Oh boy. Okay, chat. It is time for me to stop. I've been jawing long enough. Where are you? Here we go. The squat music. All right. We'll put the camera in place for squat time. There we go. Man, I'm all stripped down to my athletic gear too because of how warm it is. Ugh. It's finally hit 80 degrees in my office, and now I'm going to do a bunch of heavy exercise. Switch my hats out, and now it's time for 50 squats. It's going to be low and slow today. I'm not doing this fast. Turn that up ever so slightly. Oh, we. Oh. I think my country has fiber internet all over. The old copper cables are only kept for phones and the old grandparents that haven't bothered to upgrade yet. And even then, they are slowly moving to VoIP rather than copper phone connectivity. Yeah, my parents were that for a long time. All right, set all that to complete. Okay, bye. Superman Soup, it was nice to see you. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you're super lucky, you'll see me again later this evening. But if not, don't worry about it. I will see you all on Monday. Until then, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful and cool weekend. I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye. Whew. I need to get naked. Too hot.